Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk all about Overwatch on the Nintendo Switch, which is now officially confirmed to be releasing on October 15th of this year. It was confirmed at the Nintendo Direct on September 4th. It was the first thing they showed, so made it pretty easy if you were someone who cared only about that. There was no other Overwatch related announcements coming, no Smash character, no amiibo, no anything else, just Overwatch is coming to the Switch. But we saw, of course, a lot of gameplay for it, and some of the interesting stuff that's coming with it. But I wanted to go over some of the details about it. Obviously, as I mentioned, it is dropping October 15th. If you pre-order it or pre-purchase it, you will get 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online, the Noir Widowmaker skin, the one that came if you pre-ordered the game back when it first came out. You will get that stuff as well. You also, if you purchase the game by December 31st, you'll get a golden loot box. And then, of course, there's the Overwatch Legendary Edition as well. So there's some stuff that comes with the Switch version that you can read more about on Overwatch's website, which I will link to the Nintendo Switch version of the game page, as well as the Nintendo page that has the information. But the game will be retailing for $39.99, which is now the price for Overwatch across all platforms. It is no longer at $60 as we know. Now, technical side of things, the game will run at 30 frames per second, at 900p docked, 720p undocked, which isn't, of course, the best, but I think at the end of the day, it makes sense. This was confirmed on Twitter by Nazif Faris, who is, I believe, a community manager. And someone asked 60 FPS question mark, and he just said Overwatch runs smoothly at 30 frames per second with outputs of 900p docked and 720p undocked. Now that could be a deal breaker for some people. Some people may be like, I don't want to play this game if it isn't 60 FPS, 1080p. For a lot of people that matters. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think if you are someone who is getting it for the Switch, you're probably one of two people. You either this is the first time you're hearing about it and you're curious to see what the game is like, and you will probably play just fine. If you're someone who games on the Switch only, this is probably the kind of thing that you'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Number two is you are someone like me who has it on the PC or the Xbox One or the PS4, and you want to get it on the Switch either to have it on the go, to have it with motion controls, since we know that this game will have motion controls. Something like that. You want to get it on the Switch either because it's on the Switch and you think that would be cool, or it's like, I want to be able to play Overwatch on the go and not have to lug around my big laptop or my Xbox or my PlayStation if I can play it, on the road every time I'm traveling, and I can just, hook it up to a TV really easily or just play it from my bed. That would be really nice. So that's what I think the game will be targeted towards more. Are people like that. I don't necessarily think the game is going to be 100% targeting people who are looking for a hardcore competitive Overwatch experience. You just have to understand that that's not what you're most likely going to get with the game on the Switch. Now, it's interesting. I think it's going to be really cool to see on the Switch. I don't know if I'm going to purchase it or not. I'm thinking I will. I have the Switch. I love the Switch. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time. I really like the portability of it. It's got a great library of games so far. This makes it an even better library of games. So I'm curious. I'll see, how I feel once we get closer to the game's release. Maybe I'll pre-purchase it and get that Noir Widowmaker skin that I've never gotten in any game ever, which is rough. I don't have it in PC because I didn't have the game when it first came out. But I think what we will see with it, obviously, is, one of the problems with this that I can see going is that there's pretty bad online for the Nintendo Switch. Their online capabilities aren't that good, so I would see that potentially being an issue, because that's something that has been an issue in the past with tons of other games. So I'm a little worried that maybe the online connectivity is pretty bad, but I'm hopeful that the game will be good on the Switch. I think it's a pretty perfect fit for the Switch, just in terms of the way the game is. You know, it's a shooter, yes, but it's not your Call of Duty or Halo type shooters. One, it's more of a team-based game, but also it's more cartoony in style, and it's the kind of thing like Paladins is on the Switch, so it makes sense that they would bring Overwatch to the Switch as well. Obviously, if there's one issue that people have with Overwatch, it is that it is not something that you can buy once and have it on multiple systems, because it's not cross-platform compatible. Now, there were some comments about that, about cross-platform compatibility, which also comes from Nazil Faris, who was asked, about the 60 frames per second thing. He said that they have, quote, seen how compelling cross-platform play can be for our community, and we're excited about the potential. There's still a lot of work to do on both our side and the platform side to determine whether this is something that makes sense for Overwatch. And we're keeping an eye on how cross-play systems and technology develop. Now, it's interesting, of course. One, because the Switch runs at 30 frames per second while the rest of the games run at 60, which would be a bit of a problem graphically, because now your Xbox and PlayStation players have better graphics, and that gives them an advantage. And you wonder also if you'd have cross-platform between consoles and PC. But like games like Fortnite have it, and they even have that cross-compatible with mobile. Like, I think that's the kind of thing that people make a bigger deal out of than they really need to. I think at the end of the day, what people really want is they would want to be able to play Overwatch on multiple systems without having to buy it again. I think that's what people really want at the end of the day, but we haven't gotten that, and I don't see us getting that anytime soon. So, yeah. I'm going to have some links in the description, of course, if you want to read more about Nintendo Switch's version of Overwatch. There's a Dexerto article that goes into some of these tweets and whatnot that I've talked about. And then also, like I said before, a link to the Overwatch Switch page on the Overwatch website and the Nintendo website as well. They show mostly the same stuff. There's a couple different things in there, if you are curious. But that is everything that I have for all of you. So if you guys enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. And maybe we'll talk more about Overwatch Switch content in the future, but that's all I have for you for now. So I'm going to get out of here. Please like and comment if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you once again, and I'll see you all next time.